my 1959 Gibson LG0. I was lucky to find this one in pretty immaculate condition considering the age. I own other old Gibson acoustic guitars and they're usually covered in nitro checking and patina, but this one has very, very minimal checking, like barely any at all. And I don't know how well you can see it, but even the inside of the guitar is so clean, as if this had been sitting in a case or a very well humidity controlled environment for most of its life. It's not that it was never played, because there is some pick wear on the body. It still had the original saddle, which is, it's not bone or plastic. I think it's some sort of resin, polyphonic resin or something it's called, they used back then. I will probably, it sounds good, but I probably will replace it with a bone saddle at some point. The LG0s are an all mahogany guitar. Typically other acoustic guitars have mahogany back and sides, but then a spruce top. But this has a mahogany top as well, so it delivers a bit of a warmer sound. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Gibson LG0 guitars, they were essentially a student model, beginner's model that Gibson was producing. They were, looking at the old catalogs around '59, they were about $95 to purchase this guitar. In today's money, that's $1,200, $1,300. These guitars had ladder bracing instead of your typical X bracing that other Gibson models would have, or a Martin. So ladder bracing can have quite a different sound, maybe a little boxy sometimes, but these ones built between 58 and 60, they are much different than the LG0s that you find going into the later period. Even their bracing, it's very tall and thin on the back of these guitars, and those tall, thin bracings really deliver a great sound, whereas the bracing got thicker into the later 60s, and then these narrow bridges were replaced with plastic ones, which often needed to be replaced with a better wood one if you get your hands on one. So just stuff like that really kind of changed the sound of those guitars. So if you are looking for one of these guitars, I highly recommend between that 58 and 60 period.